What's up guys, I'm back again for another video, and today we're going to be going over the top 5 neighborhoods in Seattle. Welcome to my channel everyone, my name is Bo. I'm a real estate agent here in the Seattle area, and you can contact me if you're looking to move here or if you live in Seattle and you're looking to relocate. All of my contact info will be listed below, so please feel free to reach out. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for future content. And hit that bell notification so you can be notified as soon as I make another video. The first neighborhood on the list is Ravenna. Ravenna is located just north of the University of Washington. According to Niche.com, which gets their data from the U.S. Census Bureau and the Department of Education, Ravenna has a population of about 19,000, and 57% of residents own their home instead of rent. Niche gives this neighborhood a number 5 out of 88 for best neighborhoods to raise a family in Seattle. Ravenna offers a lot of parks to play basketball or tennis, skate parks to skate or ride your scooter. There's also a number of shops, restaurants, breweries, and the Burke Gilman Trail, which is a 27-mile biking trail all the way from Bothell to the Ballard Bridge. My favorite place to visit is probably Ravenna Park. There's a really cool bridge that leads to U District and a beautiful walking trail all throughout the park. Next on the list is Wallingford, which is located between Green Lake and South Lake Union, west of U District and east of Fremont. Wallingford has a population of 22,500 and most people rent instead of own. Wallingford also has a lot of families, but they have a pretty good mix of nightlife too. I would definitely say Seattle is a pretty artistic city. Anywhere you go, you're gonna find some kind of cool art. A lot of the buildings in Wallingford were built around the 1920s, so they all have a pretty cool look. Another thing I really like about Seattle is there's always random community gardens that you'll find in every neighborhood. I happened to come across this one in Wallingford while taking my dog for a walk. Another thing that I really like about Seattle is you're never far from a lake or body of water. No matter where you're driving, it just seems like there's always a lake nearby. My favorite feature about Wallingford is probably Gasworks Park. It was originally built in 1906 and operated for about 50 years before it shut down and was purchased by the city to turn it into a park. Now I've lived in both Ravenna and Wallingford myself, and I can say from experience that Ravenna is a little bit quieter of a neighborhood, but Wallingford is in a lot closer proximity to shops and things like that. Next we have Queen Anne, and I decided to include Upper and Lower Queen Anne, even though they're a little bit different areas. This is a popular view of Seattle from Cary Park, which is between Lower and Upper Queen Anne. This neighborhood is probably one of the more well-known neighborhoods in Seattle. It's home to the Space Needle. It has the Climate Pledge Arena, formerly known as the Key Arena. Seattle Center also hosts a ton of events like Bumbershoot, Folklife, The Bite of Seattle, and many more. There's also the IMAX Theater at the Pacific Science Center and Experience Music Project, which is basically like an interactive museum. There's also a brand new skate park right by the Space Needle. In Queen Anne, there's a mix of newer and older houses, which is pretty much the same story for these top 5 neighborhoods. Together, Upper and Lower Queen Anne have a population of about 39,000, and there's about a difference of $200,000 for the median home sale price, with Upper Queen Anne coming in at the top. One of my favorite things about Queen Anne is all the different views that you can get. Being that it's on a hill, you've got views to the west, east, south, and north. Pretty tough to beat that. Coming in next on the list is Ballard, which is located just northwest of Queen Anne across the Ship Canal Bridge. Ballard is known for its many restaurants and bars, as well as all of its adjacent waterways. I would say Ballard has a pretty strong community, and it's got some pretty cool traditional roots in the Scandinavian history. One thing a lot of people talk about is homelessness in Seattle, and that's just something that you're going to find with any urban population, but from my experience, they're pretty harmless. One of the coolest things in Ballard, in my opinion, is the Ballard Locks. It's basically a waterway that connects the Puget Sound to Lake Union and serves to separate the saltwater from the freshwater, as well as mitigate the incoming tides. If you've never been to the Ballard Locks, I highly suggest checking it out. And by far, my favorite place to visit in Ballard is Golden Gardens. This is probably one of the more famous parks in the Seattle area and is very popular on sunny days. When the weather's clear, you have a nice view of the Olympic Mountains to the west. And on the north side of the park, there's always a ton of wildlife. And that brings me to our final place on the list, Capitol Hill, which is located northeast of downtown and south of the University of Washington. If you work anywhere near downtown, Capitol Hill is a pretty convenient place to live. They have a population of around 33,000 and nearly 80% of people rent instead of own. Capitol Hill is home to many young people and college students. It definitely has the most nightlife options out of all the neighborhoods. And there's never a shortage of things to do. I would say this is probably the #1 neighborhood that you don't need a car to get around. There's a convenient station here for the light rail, which is a public transportation service that runs all the way from SeaTac Airport to the University of Washington. Eventually, it'll make its way all the way from Tacoma to Everett, but that's later down the road. Anyway guys, I hope this video was extremely informative. Please leave a comment below if you want me to cover a different neighborhood or if you think there was something I should have added about any of these neighborhoods. Please reach out if you're looking for a home in Seattle, and I'll be happy to provide you with a ton of information on homes available in your price range. All of my contact info is listed below. I look forward to hearing from you. My name is Bo Sterling. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and see you next time.